Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to share with you all my carrot halwa recipe. So if you guys would like to see this, keep watching. This is going to be my last Diwali recipe for 2020. So to start this recipe, you're going to start in a saucepan. We're going to add in a half of a cup of whole milk, a quarter of a cup of evaporated milk. So what we're making here, we're making our pag. In goes half a cup of sweetened condensed milk. You can add more, you can add less according to your taste or preference. A quarter teaspoon of cardamom or elaichi powder. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. 1 tablespoon of fresh ginger, grate in a quarter teaspoon of fresh nutmeg, two cinnamon sticks go in, and you're going to give this a mix to make sure that the condensed milk is not at the bottom. You just want it to dissolve. Place this on your stove on a low heat and keep it warm. While that is keeping warm, place a big pan on your stove on a medium heat and add in 3/4 cups of semolina or cream of wheat. You're going to parch this on that low heat for 15 minutes. Cook it out really well and make sure and don't leave it unattended because it can burn quite easily. After it's finished patching for that 15 minutes, pour it out into a big glass bowl and set it aside. Back into that same pan, I'm going to add in a 1/4 cup of ghee or clarified butter. If you cannot find this, you can use unsalted butter for this recipe. In goes my shredded carrot. I'm going to mix that with the ghee and allow it to cook out for 10 minutes just to start breaking down the carrots and drying out some of the liquid that is in the carrots. After that, I'm going to go in with a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, which is totally optional, and mix that in. The turmeric powder is going to add this really nice hue to the color orange, and it gives you a really beautiful halwa in the end. Now add in your cooked or patched semolina and mix that together. You'll notice that the texture is very gritty, and that's okay because we still have to add the pag, and the pag will help everything smoothen out. So mix that really well and allow it to cook for about 5 minutes together. Now it's time to add the pag. So add in your pag or milk mixture a little at a time. So I would average about 1/4 cup and mix that in. You want to take your time when you're adding in your pag. If you add too much, it may get too soft and then it will never set. So add it in a little at a time and keep mixing, and you'll notice the texture will go from gritty to smooth, and that's what you want. So mix it really well. You'll notice it's not going to bubble up like when you're making parsad. You want to cook out that milk properly. Go in with some more milk and continue adding until you've either used up the milk or you put in enough milk that when you cook this, it comes together into a nice, smooth ball. I actually had a little bit of that milk mixture left over, so I'm going to use it to make a nice cup of tea. Once it's this texture, nice and smooth, pour it out into a lightly greased pan and spread it out evenly. Press down on it to make sure that it's nice and compact, because if you don't press down, it can fall apart on you when you try to cut it. Now all you have to do is allow it to set on your counter. This can take anywhere from 1 to 2 hours. It sets up pretty quickly. Once it's set and it's nice and firm, go ahead and using the back of your knife, cut it into squares. You can cut these as big or as small as you like. You see how easy it is to cut? It's set up really beautifully. Now take your time and take out that first corner square. And look how amazing that looks. So it has a soft to medium consistency. And this is the way that I like it. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's recipe. If you tried for this Diwali, please make sure and tag me so I can see all those beautiful pictures. Thank you all so much for joining me this Diwali season 2020 and for using my recipes and sending me the photos. I really appreciate every one of you trying out the recipes. So I want to wish you a safe and a happy Diwali 2020. Thank you all so much for being here with me. I'll see you all in my next videos. Bye.